Things that happen to writers. Someone is selling my quotes. And then later, don't forget the coming vote in November in the US. Hello and welcome, or welcome back to my writing journey. I'm Byerrum, a mystery writer who also pens thrillers, children's books, short stories, and plays. In addition, I was a job safety reporter for many years in Washington, D.C., and I dealt with a lot of capital types, both frightening and funny, and you may find them in some of my pages. In these videos, I discuss various aspects of reading and writing and how they affect our work. Sometimes I include a little fun industry information or gossip. If that sounds interesting to you, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for the all-important algorithm. At least that's what I am told, that algorithms are important. Today, I am thinking about the strange things that happen to writers. For instance, I found a couple of my quotes from one of my books, The Brief Luminous Flight of the Firefly. I found them online and on sale. I have nothing to do with this. I am not profiting from it, just so you know. In general, quotes are fair game, fair use, especially in a work of 100,000 words. And this is one of the quotes. Creating beauty is an act of faith. It comes from the prequel to my crime of fashion mystery series, The Brief Luminous Flight of the Firefly, which has my heart and soul. You can see it in a wall poster available on Wayfair. Now, pulling quotes for an article or an ad for my books for use in reviews or schools, education, something similar, is done all the time. But what is it when you pull a quote, fancy it up, and charge $109.99 for it, for home decor? That works out to $15.71 a word. That is how it's promoted on Wayfair. Custom frame, museum quality giclée reproduction. Printed on premium matte paper, premium wood frame, ready to hang, handcrafted in the USA. Author Byerrum. But author Byerrum knew nothing about it. I discovered it online accidentally. It's very strange. I don't know that it is illegal. It is certainly on shaky ethical grounds. Do I have any recourse except to grin and bear it? You tell me. I need to know. Please comment below. Is this just happening everywhere? I feel like it's along the lines of a pet rock. About the quote, do I believe that creating beauty is an act of faith? I do. So do Lacey Smithsonian and Mimi Smith, who are characters in my books. Mimi Smith is in Firefly. I also believe in wearing makeup as a public service so I don't frighten people. And you're welcome. There are a lot of quotes about makeup in my books. Are they going to take those too? The other quote that is downloadable also comes from The Brief Luminous Flight of the Firefly. It is set during World War II. Here is my quote. They danced to beat back the fear. They danced after hearing someone else they knew had died in a foreign land or was reported missing in action. They danced to be so exhausted they could sleep. They danced to shut off the voices, the questions, the uncertainty. Both quotes appear on Goodreads and Quote Fancy, whatever that is. But I have a better idea. You can buy my books. They are full of quotes from cover to cover, inspiring, funny, heartfelt, frightening, and they are much more reasonable than $109.99 for 7 words on matte paper in a frame. You can get any of my trade paperbacks for under $20 on the Big A, and by ordering them from your favorite bookstore. My ebooks are generally under $5. And you can also buy The Brief Luminous Flight of the Firefly in this gorgeous hardback version. As they say in the ads, accept no substitutes. I have written 14 adult mysteries and thrillers, and all of them are chock full of quotes. Check out my books, but don't waste your money on a single quote in a fancy frame. I highlighted this strange episode in a writer's life because there are odd things that happen to writers all the time. There are famous writers who have had their manuscripts bought for high dollar prices and they didn't get a cut. On the other hand, they may have been dead. That happens usually after you're dead, but not always. And people assume that all writers are natural entertainers, not just through their books. They think writers can tell stories at the drop of a hat or a command from a perfect stranger. However, many writers are much more comfortable at their desks, behind their screens, and they are not stand-up comedians. They are shy. I am not that shy. They generally do not juggle, dance the Charleston, or make balloon animals. Other people believe writers are merely free entertainment and have not thought of buying their books, just filling their calendars. Years ago, a woman who wanted people to fill time at a nursing home in D.C. called me after I'd spoken for free at a library. Of course I spoke free for the library. It's a library that promotes my books to patrons. But this woman said, "I heard you spoke for free, and would you speak to my group for free?" She said free several times. Then she said, well, some of the people might understand what I was talking about, but others would not. And again, she wanted me to interrupt my day job, travel on my dime to the nursing home where a lot of the people wouldn't even know what I was saying. It didn't involve any sales of my books. And who knew? All of a sudden I was very busy and I could not break from my job. Another time, a woman I met at a mystery event whom I had never seen before came up and asked me to read her manuscript, and if I liked it, to please recommend it to my agent. That took some nerve. I had to explain to her that this wasn't exactly the right way to go about making a big request. It's better to get to know people before you ask for favors. There really should be a book of etiquette for writers, how to approach writers, how to approach editors, how to approach agents. And also, it would have been nice to be informed about those framed quotes of mine before I stumbled on them online. Now, shifting gears for just a moment, we have an important vote coming up in November in the United States. Please check your voter's registration to make sure you haven't been tossed off the voting rolls, which is happening in various states, and they will never let you know. This vote is a test of democracy, where we have a free vote, a free and fair election system, versus fascism and dictatorship. The Heritage Foundation's Project 2025 wants to ban books and attack librarians. If you are a writer or a reader, you don't want someone else telling you what you can and cannot read. Those bullies always lose. We are watching this election, and the world is watching us. That's all I have for now. So please come back next week and we'll discuss something else fun, funny, or informative. And I'll see you next time. Bye.